Alright, today we're working on the Freegal X2, and as you saw in the thumbnail, we are changing the controller on this bike because I have the dreaded error P30 code that will not go away. The bike doesn't respond to anything when you turn it on the display. It just, you ride it, after 5 minutes it shuts off and the screen isn't recognizing that the bike's on, so it just defaults shut off after 5 minutes. And you can't monitor anything. You can't monitor the battery or anything like that. But today we're going to change it. I'm going to show you how easy it is to change the controller. It'll literally take 15 minutes. Real simple, real easy. And I just want to walk you through it and show you how to do it. Before starting, you want to make sure you have the power off to your battery. You should probably actually pull it out of the bike completely. That way it doesn't even have a chance to get tripped and turned on and burn something up. But there's 4 bolts right here on the controller. You're going to want to go ahead and pop them out, and the controller will pop out just like this. Pulled my screws out, or my bolts out. This controller pops right out of here. And if you look closely here, you can see we have the harness connector right here, which we already replaced the harness on this bike once. So we'll unplug that. And then you got your motor wires right there in the center. And then on the outside, the positive and negative. So we want to go ahead and disconnect those and then reinstall them on the new controller that I have right here. You can see it's all color coded. Real easy. You can't mess it up. So pretty simple. And if you're wondering about what controller this is, there is the numbers and everything on it. So you can see. That's what it is. Direct replacement for this bike. Just take the drill and pop them out. Now I'll grab our new controller right here and put these on. We got our motor wires connected right there. We got the red, yellow, green, blue, and then the black ground. Don't forget off of your harness, these little wires right here that go directly up to the LCD display. We'll go ahead and plug this back in now. You want to check, make sure your 2 notches on the top, right up here, if you can see it, there and there, align with the notches up there so you're not trying to plug it in upside down or anything like that, because it won't work. There it plugs in and clicks, so it's in place, and then we can fish it back in here and reinstall it. All right, we'll go ahead and turn it on and do that. And it kicks on and we get a readout now. 0 miles on the odometer. It's actually got a reading. And let's see, we'll give it some throttle. Whoops, on park. Take it out of park. And it's actually giving us a readout on speed now. Before, this would never work. It would just flash, I believe it was P30, and would never do anything, and it would just shut off after a few minutes. So we finally got it fixed. Unfortunately, today we can't take it out and ride it because we are currently getting a ice storm in mid-Michigan. If you've seen anything on the news, we went all over it. So we can't ride it today, but I'm glad to know that it's finally fixed and we can finally ride this thing. And I'm just waiting on the throttle tube to get here because that snapped off when that other controller messed up and it shorted out. But really easy to change if you're thinking you could change one of these by yourself. I mean, you probably could as long as you have the tools, Allen wrenches to do it, and a screwdriver. Pretty simple. All right, so after replacing the harness and a bunch of sensors on that bike. We finally found out the culprit was indeed the controller on the FREEGO X2. And like I said, it's really easy to change just by yourself. You just got the color-coded wires right there that screw into the controller, which are really easy to change. And also that plug up on top. Super easy to change, but we don't need this one anymore. We got the new one in there, it works great. But if you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. And also, how did you find my video, or how did you find my channel? I really want to know, and have people leave comments to let me know how they found me, because I just want to know a little bit more about my audience, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd let me know. So.